Welcome to the Soul Happy Success series. It's your coach and your host, Rebecca. What is up? Today we are talking all about things moving to America, what it takes, and specifically how big can she dream. If you're on YouTube right now, you can see an adorable picture of me and my family in Florida when I was, oh gosh, I think I was 3 years old. If you're on pod, imagine a 3-year-old. So before we get into it, please like and subscribe. It helps so much. And today really is your big dream reset. So those dreams have been waiting long enough. Let's not make them wait another minute. And I want to share this with you to allow you to grow bigger, give you permission if you feel like you have to seek that, and really realize that it is go big or go home time. So I want to start with and preface this with dreaming big is a skill. And the reason why I have a photo of my younger self and why I consistently will look at photos of my younger self, I have one in my bathroom purely for this reason, is because kids have the best ability to do this. I remember being little and wanted to be a dolphin and thinking that was completely possible for me. Now, I understand now as I have grown up that there are some intricacies that I didn't quite work out. But if you remember when you were little, you had all these dreams and these ideas of what you could be and what you could do, and there was no limit on your imagination. But what happens is, we grow up. But if you just bring yourself back to that time where you were that little kid that was staring out the window in class, I know I was not the only one that was doing this and that can remember doing this, thinking that they were a pirate or a unicorn in their own mind when they were trying to learn math, or, my nephew is obsessed with Jurassic Park, and I truly believe he's the next John Hammond and going to recreate a Spinosaurus. But we get older and we stop dreaming, or someone in a position of authority tells us that we can't have that dream. But who am I to tell my nephew that he can't be John Hammond and create a Spinosaurus? Who am I to even tell myself that I couldn't be a dolphin? Who knows what's possible? And as we get older, we stop dreaming because we start thinking, I'm too old, this isn't physically possible for me. I'm too young. I don't have enough experience. I am not smart enough. Life is getting in the way. I'm not the right person for that. Things like that don't happen to me. And these are some of the things that really stand in our way. And what we learn is that there's a difference between dreaming and doing. And what stops you is not the dream itself. There is someone in the world right now trying to figure out how to make dolphins talk. Of course, I would know that, but it sounds ridiculous, but it's a dream. The dream doesn't stop you, or that person wouldn't be doing it. The belief that you can't accomplish it is what stops you. So what dreaming big takes is, it's not only a skill in itself, it takes courage. And something that's taking courage for me is moving to America. So we've recently relocated. We're in America. We're in beautiful, sunshiny Texas right now. And it takes courage to move to a new country. It doesn't sound like the smart option to leave your family support system, or a country that you understand, or free healthcare and education. If you are in Scotland, do not take those things for granted, right? And a city that you've spent over 10 years of your life wanting to live in. I wanted to live in Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, for 10 years before I lived there. And it was the most magical year and a half that I lived there, and so transformative. But it doesn't sound like the smart option to give all of that up for someone that you've known for less than 9 months. I know my husband for less than 9 months. I'd known him for less than 3 months before we had started to, create a vision for our life that included America in the future. I don't believe that we thought it would be this quick, but here we are. The thing is that love trumps fear. It is how mothers can lift cars off of their children. It is how a 96-year-old man went to court for a driving charge for his 8-year-old son. It is how Katniss volunteered as tribute. Courage doesn't mean that you're not scared. It means that you'll do it anyway, because there's a there's a bigger goal that you want. There's something else that trumps the fear, it's usually love, of the thing that you're scared of. So the easiest way to feel courageous is to recall a time, remember in your mind a time where you were courageous. So ask yourself that question: what in my life took courage for me? And maybe it was leaving a job or a relationship, or maybe it was applying for university, or maybe it was saying we're going to have this baby, maybe it was saying we're not going to have this baby. Whatever it was that took courage for you, that is the place to dream from. Because if you're dreaming from daily life, what happens is you get bogged down in recession, in war, in the opinions of other freaking people, especially if they're people that are older than you, that have a position of authority. You get bogged down in all of these things, and you forget how freaking truly courageous you are. You forget how much change you can affect from a place of feeling like you can. So I would love for you to drop in a comment below and tell me your most courageous moment, a moment that was courageous for you, even if you don't think that it's big enough. Maybe you didn't move across country, but like, it doesn't take much to get on a plane and like get an immigration lawyer. Those things don't take much. So even if it was something so small, like saying no, like that's a huge moment. So I would love to hear them in the comments below, and to fill this thread with like some serious courage. And just know that once you've done that, whether you post it or not, you have proven that you have the capacity for courage. That's all you need. You just need to work from this place of feeling courageous and feeling like you can. And from there, then you dream bigger. That's the place where you call your shot. So the 2 steps in dreaming bigger are: feel as courageous as you truly are, because you are, and then call your shot. Decide on the dream from a place of courage, right? Because your courage gives you the right to dream bigger. So when you call your shot, that is one dream that you have, and it can be something you have in this moment. Maybe you never thought of it until this moment, and you think, actually, I'd really like that. I'd really like to run a marathon, or speak on that podcast, or write a book, or start a business. Whatever it is, take that and drop it in the comments, because we'd love to see that too. Because not everyone understands your dreams, and I get that. Like, that happened to me too. Not everyone understood what I wanted for my life in multiple capacities: in leaving my 9-to-5 job, in leaving the country, in traveling a bunch. Not everyone understood all the things I wanted to do that were my way of dreaming big. So I want to give you a place, which is at this moment the comment section, or you can find me on Instagram at Soul Happy Success, and you can send me a message. I'd love to hear, and I'd love to hype you up for what your dream is, because your dream is individual to you. No one else gets to tell you what you can have and what you can't have. So in the meantime, I'm over here believing in you. I'm excited to see your dream in the comment, and that is how you dream bigger. You dream from a place of courage and a place of knowing that you can and that it's possible. Anything is. And I'll just be here believing in you from the sidelines. So have a wonderful week, and I hope this helped, and I'm sending you a bunch of love.